ZZ109 Talk Radio. It's time for Elsie, Jenkins. ZZ109 Talk Radio. It's time for Elsie, Jenkins. Gonna talk about that news today. Gonna talk about better way. ZZ109 Talk Radio. ZZ109 FM. ZZ109 Talk Radio. ZZ109 FM. Elsie Jenkins on the radio. Elsie Jenkins on the radio. Elsie Jenkins on the radio. ZZ109 FM. ZZ109 FM. ZZ109 FM. ZZ109 FM. This is Elsie Jenkins. Hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever's going on. Good whatever. I'm here with 5th grade education, Bob. Talk Radio. We are going to talk about some issues. We're going to get some things on the table. How you doing, Bob? Oh, Miss Jenkins, I'm doing fine. That's good, Bob. That's good. Hope y'all doing fine. Let's get down right to the business here. Let me get me a sip of this coffee. Let's get right down to damn business. All right, we're going to talk about domestic abuse today, and this is in regards to some comments made. Everyone makes comments. Sometimes they make stupid comments. Sometimes they make intelligent comments. Well, the comment is based on something that someone said from the NFL, Non-Tax-Paying Association. They don't pay taxes, just in case you ain't know. I guess running back had a situation with his wife. And you know, when you in the limelight, you a superstar, all your business is put on the table. But he made a suggestion that women should make sure that they don't do anything to provoke an attack. And this was in regards to, you know, the situations that people can get into. And he got in trouble for this comment. I don't know, might have lost some pay, might have lost some time at work, but I'm here to talk and elaborate on this sentence he made. Elsie Jenkins, I've been here for a while. I've been in some relationships. I've seen the ups and downs of relationships. Sometimes I don't think two people should be in the same room with each other. This thing about marriage, I tell you, it's overrated. Two people can stay together for 60 years. That is an outstanding achievement. Because we're all different. Chemicals running through our bodies are different. Attitudes are different. And to think at any given time a woman can sit in a house with a man and not provoke him, you lost your damn mind. Women are the most devious, the most undermining, the most conniving creature on earth. You heard what I just said. Women don't just sit there with their little bonnet on their head and act like everything is okay. She may be sitting there, but she's got a trillion thoughts going through her mind at that moment. Innocent. Women are innocent. Is that what we're saying? Women are not innocent when it comes to relationships. We know men aren't innocent. Men are the aggressor, 9 times out of 10. But there are some women that are the aggressor. But women, I tell you right now, are very, very good at pushing people's buttons. Oh, yes. And pushing people's buttons is equivalent to provoking. And provoking is equivalent to telling someone that you want to go and see how far I can push you. The golden rule in relationships is if there's something y'all don't agree on, you're supposed to walk away from each other, cool down, and come back and try to engage in the conversation to try to resolve it. A lot of people don't realize in relationships, 90% of the things don't get resolved. Someone has to give in to the other. It's just that simple. Women eat that up. As long as this man keeps giving in to what I demand, well, we're going to get along with each other. But when a woman comes across a man that is not going to budge on every issue, that's when you have the arguments, that's when you have the strife, and that's when you have the button pushing. And women like to push buttons because there is nothing else you can do. He's not going to agree, and you're going to start pushing buttons. You're going to start talking about things that get under his fingernails. You know what kind of man you have. You know what makes him happy, what makes him angry. Oh, you know. If you couldn't figure out the man, you wouldn't be with this man. Women got to know who they with so they can know what they can get out of them. Don't think a woman's just going to sit there and be like, well, whenever he decides to give me something, I'm going to take it. You done lost your damn mind because a woman don't think that way. A woman's always trying to get around something to get to something else. And if pushing buttons is part of the process to help her get to that, she's going to push some buttons. Some women have got knocked in their heads enough times that they ain't going to push no buttons because they know when they push buttons with this person, he gets violent. It doesn't make it right, but you are the aggressor. And being the aggressor means you have to do something to provoke a violent situation. And that's what this man was saying. He didn't say it in a way that made people understand. He said it in a way that confused people. They didn't understand. Provoke an attack. An attack. An attack is, look at this. An attack is when you get your 5 people together and you plan on how you're going to ambush somebody. That's an attack. You plan an attack. You just don't attack somebody without planning how you're going to do it successfully. So you're telling me that a husband's going to sit there and plan how he's going to successfully beat down his wife. That's not how it works. So the word attack is not appropriate for what he's trying to say. A situation becomes violent when a person can't control themselves. Okay. Usually this person gets angry to the point where they start being aggressive with the furniture and the walls, and then it takes it to another level where he's aggressive with the person that is continuing to push his buttons. Men have to be provoked. And that's exactly the perfect word used in his sentence. Provoke is the perfect word. Men have to be provoked. You go to a club and you bump into somebody constantly. You are provoking that person. You continuing to push his buttons. You're continuing to get his attention. Women are the biggest attention getters in the entire world, and they need attention constantly. And if you do not give women attention, they will provoke you. Provoke is the most intense word in regards to trying to get attention. That's all it is. You can get attention by saying hello. Or you can get attention by throwing a damn brick at somebody's head saying, hello. Now, don't think you're not going to get a response from the brick. You may not get a response from the verbal hello, but the hello with the brick may get a response out of the person you threw the brick at. Or frying pan, or lamp, or trinket of importance to that person. You just threw my mama's vase at me and broke it against the window. See, these things that women do aren't put on the broadcast. They didn't talk about how the vase was thrown. His mama's vase of 60 years, 70 years, 80 years. Only thing you hear about is the end result. Oh, he lost it and grabbed her and threw her across the room. Now, that was not appropriate. But I'm going to tell you now. You do something to me, and I'm going to do something to you. And that's the human mentality. Don't bring adults into this, because you know what? There's no such thing as adults when you're at each other's throats. If y'all were adults, y'all wouldn't go further than communicating verbally. When you start to push buttons with one another, and then you eventually get into a physical altercation, you're acting like children. Children have this mentality. You won't let me have the swing? Well, I'm going to pull this swing from you. You're going to pull the swing back from me. And eventually, I'm just going to push you into the sand till I can get on the swing and swing without you. Children do it all the time. It's a childish mentality that we resort to when we start pushing each other's buttons. We're resorting back to childrenish ways. So men, you're not off the hook by the end result of throwing someone across the room. But women, you're not off the hook because you didn't walk away. You know your man so well that you know exactly what buttons to push to get him to punch a hole into a wall. You know what to say to him that's going to get under his skin. And please, if you're in a relationship where there's infidelity, well, you don't think she's going to ever bring that up again and use that to get under your skin? Well, Jimmy sucked my toes better than you ever sucked my toes. You just push 12 buttons at one time. Now, he's not right for throwing you across the room, but you ain't right for pushing the man's buttons. Now, the police come, you talk about how he threw you across the room, but then you don't mention how you provoked him. See, all the time, a lot of this stuff is left out. Because now the woman is trying to be such an innocent bystander in this entire situation. Oh, he threw me across the room. Just threw me, just like a rag doll. Well, the man's 275 pounds of muscle, a football player. He could have plucked you in your head and gave you a concussion. So it's pretty simple. I mean, if you live with Hercules, you don't go around pushing Hercules' buttons. Hercules don't know his own damn strength. He may do know his strength. He's strong as hell. But when you live with Hercules, you don't go around pushing Hercules' buttons. That's just common damn sense. You got to respect Hercules a little more than you would that skinny man with no muscles. Now, if Hercules got some mental issues where he just come home breaking shit and causing problems, you need to get away from Hercules. Hercules got mental problems. If you can't whip up a sandwich and fries for Hercules without him going off and throwing the sandwich up against the wall saying the sandwich sucks, you need to get away from Hercules. Hercules has mental problems. Hercules done hit his head with rocks too many times. But you are quite foolish to be walking around Hercules talking about Hercules, you know what, your outfit sucks. And you ain't as strong as you think you is, Hercules. I know men that are stronger than you. Just button push, button push, button push. And you know what, Hercules? I think I've been with men that make love better than you. Button push, button push, button push. In fact, I know that is a fact, Hercules. Button push. Button push. And Hercules, you know what? I've been with other men too, I ain't tell you about. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Button push, button push, button push, slap. Hercules and tore you in half and threw you across the room. Now you're halfway on one side and you're halfway on the other side. And you wonder why you in this situation. Well, it's because you over there pushing Hercules buttons and you're a damn fool to be trying to push the buttons of a 275-pound strongest man in the world. And thinking that this man, if he lashes out, and is not going to be a dire situation for you. You don't push Hercules buttons. I don't care if it's wrong for Hercules to throw you across the room and tear you in half. But you just don't go around pushing Hercules buttons. You don't go around provoking Hercules. Now, this equal men and equal women thing, you know what? Women will never be equal to men. Maybe in intelligence, but when it comes to physical capabilities, testosterone beats hormones, estrogen, it hands down. I'm going to say it again. Testosterone beats estrogen down to the ground, hands down. So all this women with short hair walking around here trying to act like they men and looking like men too. You got one thing missing there, cutie. You ain't got no damn testosterone. So if you ever get in a fist fight in the club with a man thinking that you are a man, you will get beat the hell down. Because it's testosterone whooping your ass. If a man ain't had no testosterone and just took hormones, you might be a good fight for him. So let's just get down to the truth of what people are saying. If you can't understand, see all these educated people, and that's what the problem is. You educated people, so educated, y'all can't break things down into common sense nature. If you had common sense, you could take something and take it out of context and put it into a context that you would understand. And be like, well, wait a minute. I understand what you're saying, but if we look at it a little on the lighter side, then maybe you kind of expanding this situation with these words you're using, like provoke. And bring it down. And be like, I know what he's saying, but he's just using the wrong words. No. People with education be like, oh Lord, he said that? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, we've got to suspend him. Really? Really? What he's saying is the truth. He is speaking of the truth. Women will push men's buttons. And pushing men's buttons is equivalent to provoking a man. It's done all the time. All the time. Bob, anybody push your buttons? Oh, yeah, the lady at the grocery store, she always push my buttons when I come in there. She always chastising stuff I be buying. I don't appreciate that. She's like, oh, you gonna buy this pack of cookies, Bob? Looking at your belly, you don't need no cookies. I just be looking at her. I'm like, what the hell she care about what my belly look like? You need damn cookies. Oh, you buying this liquor, Bob? This beer? Oh, you need no beer. You drink. You're gonna be an alcoholic, Bob. You know, I would have reached across the counter and slapped the taste out of my mouth. Like, you know what? Why don't you mind your damn business? And just keep ringing my groceries up. I don't like going to that Walmart. Oh, helpful in there telling me about my groceries and what's going on in my life. Just ring my stuff up. Oh, Bob, you got these cheese puffs. Now, I know you don't need no cheese puffs. Look at that belly. You don't need no cheese puffs. You should be getting some lettuce and some salad. I just want to hit him. Well, Bob, it sounds like she's over there pushing your buttons. Oh, you'd be wrong to drag across the counter in the Walmart. You'd be so wrong to drag across the counter and to hit her with the damn bag of cheese puffs and smack her in the head with some of your other groceries. You'd be so wrong for that. They come, they lock you up, they put you in jail. Now, will she mention the part about her provoking you every time you come into the store? Hails to the Nizel. That part will be left out. Oh, this man violently grabbed me in Walmart. Ooh. What about the provoking part? Why you leave that out? Women like to give you half a story half the time. I'm telling you the truth. Women like to give you a half a story. They don't like to give you the whole story if it makes them look bad. Women are some of the greatest liars that you ever could come across. Lie right in your face and won't even think nothing of it. I'm at work. And I had to watch the desk one day for somebody. And somebody was out there parking in a spot they had no business parking in. So I went out there and I said, excuse me, ma'am. You can't park here. This is such and such parking space. She said, oh, well, I got a van here full of handicapped people that need to go into the building and do this and that and the other. I said, oh, you do? Okay, well, y'all go ahead and pull over here in this little area right in front, which won't a parking space. But I said, since your story is you got handicapped people, I'm going to let you pull up front here so you can let them get out and come into the building. So she pulled up. And when they opened the door and started getting out, it was people walking with no problem. And I just looked, I said, that she just sat in my face and lied. Talking about she got handicapped people she got to bring into the building. But she stood there in my face and straight lied. None of them people was handicapped. None of them. They might have been a little slow in the damn brains, but you know what? They weren't handicapped. Like I thought wheelchair people need to be wheeled in by wheelchair into the building. They walked in with their own power and walked out. But she lied straight in my face. She didn't have to lie. I told her she couldn't park there. I told her where she could park. She didn't want to park all the way down there and walk. So she just quickly came up with a story in like 1 second. Oh, well, I have a van full of handicapped people and I need to pull up. We have a van full of handicapped people. You don't have no van full of handicapped people. Why you there lying? Straight out of her teeth. Women are some of the greatest liars you will ever come across. You probably say, well, why, Miss Jenkins, are you putting that information? Because it's something you need to know. You let a woman sit here and tell you a story, and 9 times out of 10, it is a lie. Women are always trying to find something. They're trying to gain from something. They're always looking for something. They're about taking something. They're into something. Don't let them fool you. No woman is just walking around here la 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 like nothing's going on. She's up to something. She's looking for something. She's into something. So, this gentleman from the NFL who made those comments, you know what, sir? Your comments were correct. You just got to learn how to reword your words so that the educated folks will understand. The educated folks don't understand. Sometimes their education gets in the way. Common sense folks can read through things. That's what common sense means. You can take things and bring them down to a common light that you can understand. Educated people can't do that because they don't understand. They're not engulfed with the gift of common sense. That's a gift given to you by God. You can't get that at a university. So if you don't have common sense but you're educated, you can get lost in the sauce real quick. When simple jargon comes across the table and you don't understand what that means, you just take it out of context.
Z109.
I'm out of here, people. Y'all take care.
It's time for Elsie Jenkins.
Say bye, Bob. Oh yeah, see y'all later.
Z109 Talk Radio. It's time for Elsie Jenkins. Gonna talk about that news today. Gonna talk about better way. Z109 Talk Radio. Z109 FM. Z109 Talk Radio. Z109 FM. Elsie Jenkins on the radio. Elsie Jenkins on the radio. Elsie Jenkins on the radio. Z109 FM. Z109 FM.